Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic. It's actually raining heavily. Cats and dogs as we speak. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic, and maybe whether it's also raining in your area. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua earlier today stormed Kiambu County with over 30 members of parliament. And for me, that visit by Rigathi Gachagua to Kiambu County is significant, politically speaking.
We will have just 3-4, Bishop. I know you have requested me 2, but allow me, because His Excellency, the Deputy President, had invited very many of us to accompany him, just a few to represent us, and just to greet the congregation, as the Bishop has said. If His Excellency, the Deputy President, has time, there will be time to speak outside and not in church. So I'll kindly request all of us to be upstanding. Mheshimiwa Mashua, I don't need to introduce him. He has already been introduced. Or maybe we can just pass here as we sit down, beginning from here. Mama wetu wa county, Mheshimiwa Wanjiko Ann Oamoradha, will give a minute to say a word after. Mheshimiwa Sir George Murugara, the Member of Parliament for Tharaka. Mheshimiwa Cherorot, the MP for Kipkelion East. We anaitwa Toto. The youngest, Honorable Lynette, from the County Women Rep Bomet. Mheshimiwa Nimrod Mbai, Mheshimiwa from Kitui West. Mheshimiwa mama wetu wa Meru, Mama Mary Kairemia, Women Rep Meru. Mheshimiwa wetu wa Tharaka, Women Rep wetu wa Tharaka. Tharaka Nithi, sorry, I am told I have to insist, Tharaka Nithi County. Jane Goge, Sante. Chairman wetu wa elimu, Mheshimiwa Julius Meli from Tinderet in Nandi County. Mheshimiwa wetu wa Mwea, Mama Mary Maingi, Mwea constituency in Kirinyaga. Mama wetu, Mama Jane Kihara, Naivasha constituency in Nakuru County. Our regional whip, na pia Mheshimiwa Maragwa, Mama Mary wa Maua.
That visit by Rigathi Gachagua to Kiambu County, in my view, is significant, politically speaking, for 2 main reasons. Number one, Kiambu County is the home county to the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua is trying to inherit the kingpinship from Uhuru Kenyatta, so it's significant. Number two, the visit is also significant because it's coming at a time when we had the King Charles drama. Remember, during that time, it was alleged that William Ruto actually sabotaged Rigathi Gachagua and ensured he was out of the country when the king arrived, and he invited Raila Odinga to dine with the king in the absence of Rigathi Gachagua. And of course, Musalia Mudavadi, who is Rigathi Gachagua's main opponent, main threat in Kenya Kwanza, was given prominent role during that particular visit. So the visit by Rigathi Gachagua to Kiambu County is significant because of that. But I also noted a few things. The first thing I noted was the absence of Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is a former member of parliament for Gatundu South. He is currently the cabinet secretary in the Ministry of Public Service, which means he serves in the same cabinet with Rigathi Gachagua. Importantly, Moses Kuria also contested for the Kiambu gubernatorial seat, which means when it comes to Kiambu issues and politics, Moses Kuria should have been here. Why do you think Moses Kuria missed this event? Your guess is as good as mine. The second thing I noted was also the absence of Ndindi Nyoro. Why do you think Ndindi Nyoro boycotted this event? Of course, Ndindi Nyoro probably was with William Ruto somewhere else. I'm not in, but I'm sure every moment he misses Rigathi Gachagua's event is either with the with the president somewhere, or he also with another group of young leaders campaigning for him outside Mount Kenya. So those two individuals and their absence are significant. Why are the absence of Kuria, Ndindi Nyoro significant? Moses Kuria Ndindi Nyoro, and Rigathi Gachagua. Those three individuals are actually competing for Mount Kenya kingpin. And that's why, if you paid very close attention to Rigathi Gachagua's speech at that particular event, he talked of that, he made reference to kingpinship. Listen into what Rigathi Gachagua is trying to say here. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua is a student of literature. That's what he studied in the university. So he actually used some reverse strategies to deliver his message.
Nimeona debate inaendelea ati maneno sijui ya kingpin. Now, you kingpin, I have read the constitution. There is no provision anywhere in our constitution for a kingpin. So, hii kingpin ofisi yake iko wapi? Mshahara yake ni ngapi? So, if there are people who want to that office, I'm not part of it because maybe I'm deputy president. My office is in Harambee House, na ingine iko Karen, and there is a salary, and there is a job to do. So, if there are people who are interested in that position, si wachukue waendelee na kazi yao, then watuambie ofisi yao iko wapi, functions yao ni gani, mshahara yao ni pesa ngapi, wataretire siku gani. So let us not, people want to be trivial because they want to look for issues where there are none. I am Deputy President for the Republic of Kenya. I assist the President to run the country. I have no time or desire to aspire for any other office because ile kazi mimi nimepewa na Rais Bishop, my day starts at 5 and ends at midnight. It's already too much. If I just tell you my duty so that you know, I have no time for that kingship nonsense. Sina hiyo time because mimi niko busy,
And of course, I also noted the absence of Wamushomba, the Kiambu women rep. Of course, you can understand why Wamushomba was absent. So in this video, I want to reveal to you guys the objective of Rigathi Gachagua's visit to Kiambu County and why he had to rally over 30 members of parliament, senators, and governors to this particular event. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. And let me ask you this question. Why do you think William Ruto is receiving hostile reception across the Republic? Because that's what is trending online today. William Ruto was in Kikuyu town the other day. He was given cold reception, which I analyzed in this video on this channel. Then again, William Ruto was in Mombasa yesterday. He was heckled. William Ruto was in Nairobi. He was heckled. He was in Kwale. He was talking and people were not responding. And like before, what do you think is happening to William Ruto? Are Kenyans so angry, or are they so bitter, or they don't have money? Why do you think Kenyans are not very happy with William Ruto? Maybe that's something we can figure out in the next video. But in this video, let us focus on the objective that it was intended to achieve. Number one, in my view, Rigathi Gachagua is now trying to stamp his authority in Mount Kenya and Mount Kenya politics. And the choice of Kiambu as the place is also significant. Kiambu is one of the biggest counties in the entire republic. And by rallying over 30 members of parliament to that region, and then stamping authority, then it means he's sending a very strong statement. I am not sure that Moses Kuria can actually rally 30 members of parliament to an event in Kiambu. I'm not sure. For Ndindi Nyoro, I know he can rally a better face, because if you look at Rigathi Gachagua's event, it was primarily Kikuyu, Kalenjin affair. And of course, there was that MP from, was it Kitui somewhere? There was that UDM member of parliament from Ukambani. The rest, either Kalenjin or Kikuyu. But for Ndindi Nyoro, I'm sure he can bring the likes of Osoro, he can bring the likes of Babu Winom, he can bring, he can bring those youthful face from across the country. But I'm not sure whether Ndindi Nyoro can actually rally over 30 members of parliament the way Rigathi Gachagua did. In fact, in one of my earlier videos here, I had explained that the only thing Rigathi Gachagua was not doing was that he was not facilitating some of these members of parliament. Do we now conclude that Rigathi Gachagua is actually facilitating these members of parliament? Because if you go to his Facebook page and you even go through those members of parliament who are there, I mean, the list is just too long. That list is just too long. And finally, he's mentioning all of them by name, like Governor Wamatangi, Karuo Thuanga, Kiambu Senator, National Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, Rosemary Kireka, Kiambu, Host Mashua Waithaka, Kiambu, Anne Wamuratha, Kiambu Men Rep. You know, he's literally mentioning them by name, including Senator Fonande, Cherargei, Tarakaniti Senator, mentioning all of them by name on his Facebook page. So that's significant because he wants to stamp his authority. I am sure if anybody was taking Rigathi Gachagua for jokes, they better start rethinking their thoughts on Rigathi Gachagua. So that's number one. Number two, if you ask me, Rigathi Gachagua is actually sending a very strong warning to William Ruto that I am ready to play politics. That is the fact. Because let's face it, previously, Mount Kenya members of parliament were never allowed to converge, to discuss, to meet. They had to seek approval from William Ruto. But all those are now changing. Rigathi Gachagua is able to bring 30 of them. Yeah. What is happening? So in my view, I think Rigathi Gachagua is sending a very strong message to William Ruto that, for me, I'm loyal, but I'm also now ready to play politics. I am sure William Ruto is actually monitoring the activities and the moves by Rigathi Gachagua very closely. In fact, for those who watched my video yesterday, I did a video about Musalia Mudavadi, and I opined in that video that the fact that William Ruto appointed Musalia Mudavadi to the position of Prime Cabinet Secretary, it has actually reduced Musalia Mudavadi's influence or relevance in Luhya Nation, because what Rigathi Gachagua is doing in Mount Kenya, organizing these events like this, Musalia Mudavadi cannot do. He cannot do that because now he's a government officer. He cannot participate in politics. But Rigathi Gachagua is now ready to play politics. If it's about numbers, he's proving them. If it's about grassroots, he's proving them. If it's about mobilizing MPs, he's actually proving it. Because it's not easy. I can assure you, it's not easy to bring 30 members of parliament to a function. So that's something I think he was sending Ruto. Number three, it's about the Mount Kenya kingpin. Who else can attract this kind of MPs? Who? Tell me. Nobody. So, if you want much, Rigathi will automatically inherit the seat. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua's only challenger is Maina Njenga on the other side. Because Maina Njenga, as much as he might not have the support of elected leaders, he has some serious grassroots support of the youths down there. It's only Maina Njenga. So in my view, he has stamped his authority now as the Mount Kenya kingpin. I don't expect that debate to continue. And number four, in my view, it's all about the 2027 running mate politics. You see, something was being alleged that William Ruto was contemplating dumping Rigathi Gachagua for Musalia Mudavadi. And that's why Musalia Mudavadi is being elevated. His roles are being increased each and every single day. By Rigathi Gachagua doing this, I can assure you, William Ruto is going to be forced to choose Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate over Musalia Mudavadi, whether he likes it or not. Basically, Rigathi Gachagua is flashing numbers on William Ruto that just play, I have these numbers, the mountain, I have them. But remember, I doubt if William Ruto can actually allow Rigathi Gachagua to be Mount Kenya kingpin. He would rather have Rigathi Gachagua as a running mate, but not as the kingpin. Because William Ruto would not want to go to the mountain through another person. He would want to be still the main guy calling the shots in the mountain. And lastly, which I think could also be true, Rigathi Gachagua wanted to provoke Moses Kuria. And that's why in his speech, he made reference to the kingpinship. And of course, this is Moses Kuria's county. He's a member of the cabinet with the Rigathi Gachagua, which in ideal situation, they ought to have joined both of them this particular event. So for me, I think Rigathi Gachagua has actually delivered a strong message and has played real politics with William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza, and his message is currently home. I don't know what you think. That's my take. In case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.